So today we're here with Monique Jacobs, who is the Director of Faith Formation for the Diocese of Reno. And Monique, the other day you saw some data about mass attendance here in the diocese over the last 10 years and the number of students in elementary and high school religious education, and they were pretty stark and pretty discouraging. What's your reaction to those graphs that you saw?
Actually, thanks for asking, because I was very surprised. You have a sense that when you minister, you have a heart goal as well as a ministry goal, and the numbers were pretty startling to me. It was very surprising to me. I have for some time been wondering about the efficacy of the outreach that we do on the diocesan level as far as catechetically, the children's programs, the teenage programs, how we're reaching parents, being the primary educators, what kind of formation is taking place in the home. And some of our parishes have tried new approaches, whole family catechesis, shifting confirmation classes to kind of a once a month or twice a monthly retreat format. But I think what we're missing here is the heart of what they understand to be their connection to the parish and to the church. Right now, and even historically, so much, the drive-by, the drive-through faith formation, drop-off, pick-up, checklist, done. And I think parents don't realize what they are missing. There's a hunger there, there's a desire there, but they don't always make the connection between that my hunger could be filled through my worship community, through my interaction with other believers, through my Catholic peers. It is a real call to action for me. It makes me want to, and I have already been pondering this, but this is the impetus, I think. We need to shift the way we do our outreach, the way we do our ministry, the way we catechize, the way we evangelize. What are we missing? Who are we missing? Obviously, quite a few people. And to continue to minister to those who are coming to us is a fantastic thing, but that's a maintenance mode that I don't think we can afford to make as our sole approach to faith formation. Maintenance is fantastic and very important, but also the need for outreach and who is not in the pew, and how do we stimulate an interest in them to want to find out more. What else does God have to offer? What else does the church have to offer? And I think those are questions we have to ask ourselves first, so that we can better answer them when we pose the question to those who are not with us in our parish communities.
How would you describe the real hunger of people today? What do you think it is that they're longing for?
I think on some level people really want to be loved. And we have been taught through generations that God is love and that God does love us. I think they are not always convinced of that, even though we know in our head intellectually that God's love is unconditional. I think we still aren't real sure about that. And I know from my conversations with people that they are quick to give God a break. You don't have to love me the way you say you do, or the way the church says you do, because I haven't really earned that love. I think that being loved by God is something they really hunger for, that strong conviction that that's true for them. And I think the other thing is they look for a moral compass. Everything is up for grabs in our society, and I think they are looking for a foundation within themselves, how to create that foundation so that they can better make decisions that have their fingerprints on it. They're not just looking up the answer in a book. they're not just looking for a cookie cutter response. They're looking for something that makes sense to them, but also deals with the situation that they or their children or their parents are dealing with. The moral issues and the sense of being loved by God and embraced by the church, that in the faith community is where we experience the love of God through the sacraments, through worship, through prayer, through song, laughter, humor, and all of that. That's part of that.
Great. Thanks, Monique.
Okay, thanks, Elaine.